Yeah. Action. Okay, Bezrat Hashem, tonight we're going to learn a special shiur about Pesach, Bezrat Hashem. And next week we're all going to celebrate. We're all going to celebrate Bezrat Hashem, Leil Seder. And so we need to prepare what we need to do for Pesach, how to make our house kosher for Pesach, how to make our dishes and all the stuff that we have in our house, how we make it kosher for Pesach, what is the stuff that we need to buy only kosher le Pesach, and what is the stuff that is not require kashrut, kashrut for Pesach. So it's a lot of information. So let's learn it together. First of all, let's start what the Torah said. The Torah said, "Lo yira'eh lecha chametz bechol gevulecha." We're not allowed to have any kind of chametz around during the Pesach. Whatever belongs to us, any house, any car, any facility that belongs to us, we're not allowed to remain any crumbs of chametz during the Pesach. Lo yira'eh lecha chametz. That's why in the beginning of Pesach we have three steps that we're making sure that we don't have anything around us that connect to the chametz or touch chametz or mix in the chametz. Okay, so first of all, before Pesach, we're cleaning up the house, right? Making everything kosher, and we vacuum all our carpets and everywhere. Okay, making it clean, and we're making kosher our dishes. But on top of it, we're doing bdikat chametz. We're all going to talk about it step by step. Now, on top of that, night before Pesach, Yud Gimel Balayla, it's going to be this year, Thursday night, we're doing bdikat chametz. We're checking the chametz. We pull it all around the 10 crumbs, and then we're checking the chametz that we're not going to have bracha levatala. Okay? In the morning, we're burning the chametz. We say the bracha asher kedishanu tavetzvanu al biur chametz. Okay? On top of that, biur chametz, before biur chametz, on top of that, we're selling our chametz to the goy. This is mechirat chametz. I have it in my website. You can see it, and I share it on Facebook, everywhere. If you would like to fill up the form, and then you can sell the chametz, you type inside what is the places that you hide in the chametz. Yeah.
I'm not bringing to him?
No, you don't bring it to me. I'm not, I have nothing to do with the chametz. No, to the goy, you're not meeting to the goy. I'm selling the chametz. This year I'm selling to the
No.
So I'm going to do the mechirat chametz. It's a process, how to do it with kinyanim, how we're making the kinyanim, how we're selling the chametz. We give it all the addresses. And so you fill up the form. I have chametz in my kitchen, in the left side. This is, I'm hiding the chametz. Why we need to sell the chametz? Because chametz shavar alav Pesach asur be'ana. If we have chametz during the Pesach, we keep the chametz during the Pesach. We didn't sell it to the goy. After Pesach, we're not allowed to use it. We're not allowed to eat. We're not allowed to enjoy it. Okay, so that's what we sell in the chametz. Also, we're selling all the chametz that we don't see. We cancel the chametz by bdikat chametz. Kol chamira v'chamira deika birsuti. Every chametz that I have around me that I saw, I'm not aware of that, or I didn't saw it, I'm cancel it. And for me, it's considered like a sand. Livtil ve'leheve ke'afra de'ara. So we burn the chametz, we cancel the chametz, we check in the chametz, and we selling the chametz. Okay?
We have to sell it?
We have to sell the chametz. If you don't sell it, I mean, if you don't have chametz in your house, you don't have to sell anything. But in case that you have any store, any kind of house, you have chametz in your car, you have chametz, some of the people wants to keep the flour, to make the mufletot after Pesach, so they need to sell. Chametz be'ain. Okay? We're going to learn all the stuff, what we need to include in mechirat chametz, and what we don't have to sell. It's the stuff that it's called ha'arovet chametz. It's mixed with chametz, but it's not chametz be'ain. We're going to talk about medicine. We're going to talk about all the stuff that is not required kashrut for Pesach. Okay, so let's start first of all for the first step. So after we selling the chametz, you can fill up the form this week until biur chametz, the time of it's going to be this year at 11 o'clock, 11:30. This is the last time for eating chametz.
Friday at 11:30.
Friday, 11:30,
11:30,
around
in the morning.
11:30.
11:30 Friday.
This is the time, the last time that we're allowed to sell the chametz.
it.
After that, we're not allowed to eat, we're not allowed to sell, we're not allowed to do anything, and also we're not allowed to eat matzah. So it's kind of
We're not
in the middle. We're not allowed to eat chametz, and we're not allowed to eat matzah. So during the day, so you can eat the rest of the stuff like potatoes, vegetables, rice. The people who are not keeping kitniot, we're going to talk about it. So let's go.
A question about kitniot later.
Yeah, we're going to talk about kitniot, all the traditions about kitniot, what's considered kitniot, what's not considered kitniot. Okay, so let's
11:30 sell and eat.
Okay.
before 11:30, you have to make sure that you sell the chametz. So I'm giving the forms few days before, and the link I'm sending it all over the media, the social media, and then you can see it. You can fill up the form. It's very easy. You can see all the instruction over there. Okay, so now we're gonna start how we're making our house kosher for Pesach. Okay, what is the stuff that we need to kosher for Pesach? What is the stuff that we don't need to kosher for Pesach? Okay, so first of all, lekatchila, I mean, a lot of people today that is very cheap today, so we have a different set for Pesach. This is the best idea to buy a set for Pesach. I have plates, I have utensil, everything kosher for Pesach. We close it during the year, we don't touch it, and then I make it kosher for Pesach, and then I don't have to kosher my other stuff. I have pots and pan and whatever I need for Pesach, okay? But the people who they don't have, we have a rule for Pesach. A rule that also we use it during the year. If you want to kosher any kind of pot or any kind of dishes for halavi and besari, it's the same rules. The rule is say like that, the following. Kebol'o kach polto. What is kebol'o kach polto? Whatever the plate or the utensil or the pot swallow the chametz or swallow the isur, the same way we taking it out. Let's take example. We have a pot that we're making soup, noodles, whatever we're making, any kind of things that we cook in. We use it liquid, with liquid. It's considered like lach. Lach, it's liquid. Kebol'o, how we swallow the chametz? By liquid, right? You mixing it. So how you kosher the pot? You need to boil it with the hot water. But we have to boil it the same way that he swallow. He swallow on kli rishon. מה זה kli rishon? It's the first vessel. Kli rishon, which means on top of the fire. Okay? Kli sheni, it's something that is not on top of the fire, like a plate. It's not on top of it. You just pouring from the pot to the plate. Okay, so this is the second vessel. Second vessel, the same way that they swallow it, the same way that we're taking out the chametz. Okay, let's go little by little. Okay, so let's take example, the pot. First of all, the pot, we're taking the pots that we're using during the year. During the year, if you would like to change the pot from besari to halavi, it's the same way.
Just boil it?
How you boil it? Two ways. Or you fill up the pots on top of the fire burning under the pot, and then the water flowing all over, and then he kosher himself. But why? But first of all, before you kosher any kind of pot, before you kosher anything, any kli, you have to make sure first of all that 24 hours before you don't use it. Why? Because it's called נותן טעם בר נותן טעם. זה נקרא כלי בן יומו. כלי בן יומו זה נקרא 24 hours. I'll give you an example. The halacha said in Yoreh De'ah, הלכות בשר וחלב, that if I have a kli, that I use it for besari, okay? Now in the morning, I use it yesterday to boil hot dogs, okay? It's besari, it's meat. Tomorrow morning, by mistake, my wife, she makes something, pasta, okay, in the same pot. The pasta bechizkat besari, because it's within 24 hours since I use it for besari, okay? What is bechizkat besari? That you're not allowed to eat this pasta with cheese. or with anything dairy, okay? But if it's after 24 hours, let's say I use the pot for besari. After 2 days or after 24 hours, my wife or somebody use it for halavi, it's not considered halavi, it's not considered besari. The thing is, the taste that the pot swallow is not, זה נקרא נותן טעם, נוטל טעם, בר נותן טעם. It's not jumping to the other food, okay? So let's say another example for you to understand. I use the microwave now to warm up a pizza, okay? Or I warm up chicken. I would like to eat dinner, okay? Now you would like to warm up bread, okay? And you would like to use it to eat with this bread cheese. So you have to check. Listen, somebody used it before for chicken, right? You're not using the chicken, but somebody warm up something besari before, so the microgal is besari right now. So that's why we cover it, because we're not allowed to use it for besari and halavi, because the taste and the steam going on top of the food. So you mix besari and halavi together. We're not allowed to use it for besari and halavi. What we need to do to cover it, to cover the besari, or to cover the pizza, or to cover the whatever you warm up, you need to cover. Now, you would like to change it. You would like to, or you would like to warm up something that is not halavi and not besari, like pita or bread. Okay? Let's say your wife, she warm up a chicken yesterday night. Now in the morning, you would like to warm up a pita. Now you put it in a pita, cheese. She told you, but yesterday I used it for besari, and I didn't cover it, so the microgal is besari, so your pita is becheskat besari. Okay? Becheskat besari doesn't mean that you need to wait 6 hours. It's just becheskat besari. That's why when you heard that this borekas becheskat halavi, which means that you use with the knife halavi or with the knife besari, okay? So you're not allowed to eat it if it's becheskat halavi, okay? So you're not allowed to eat it with something besari. But if you use the microwave or either the oven, something besari, but it's after 24 hours, you warm up a pita or you warm up a pizza. You're allowed to eat the pizza. But how? The oven is still besari. It's still besari.
24 hours.
But it's over 24 hours. זה נקרא נותן טעם לפגם. מה זה נותן טעם לפגם? Even he take the taste from the pot or from the oven, but זה לפגם. זה נפגם הטעם. It's like ruin the taste. Ruin the taste, and then it's not taking. It's like it's not swallowing the taste from the oven. So let's go back to the Pesach. Okay, what's the question?
Never mind, keep going.
No, but
No, it's about the microwave that you say if.
We're gonna go back to the microwave, how we kosher microwave. Okay,
Exactly.
I'm gonna go back to it. I just want to give you the rules and the laws, and then you can apply it for everything.
But all the dishes we need to do like we do in the kosher house. Everything we need to do.
Yes. Let's explain.
But why if I have only Passover dishes, especially for Passover?
So you don't have to kosher anything.
And the kumkum.
You just put it inside the mechirat chametz. You're selling it. If you don't want to use anything for the rest of the dishes during the year,
Yes.
you don't have to kosher anything. Just using. That's what I start with. Okay. Let's continue, guys. So listen. So now I would like. So first of all, kebol'o kach polto. You got the rule. Whatever is swallowed, the same thing I'm taking it out. So if I have a pot, so it's swallowed by liquid on top of the fire, which is kli rishon, first vessel. I need to boil it on top of the fire. By how? By fill up the pot all over, and then is boiling, the water boiling, and then he's kosher himself. If you cannot do it, or if you don't want to do it this way, you take in the pot, you boil it, a big pot. In Israel, they have like a huge one, and then they bring all the neighborhood, and everybody dip in their inside, and then they have the torch. יש להם את המחמם מלמטה של האש, because it's considered like a first vessel, kli rishon. עכשיו, if you don't have it, or you have a small pot or small dishes that you would like to use it b'kli rishon. So you just fill it up with the water, you boil it, and then you dip. You dip half of the pot inside, and then another, and then you can use this one big pot, and then you can use few small ones to kosher it. Okay? עכשיו, if I have something that I didn't use it in the first vessel, לא בכלי ראשון, I use it in a כלי שני. מה זה כלי שני? כלי שני, second vessel, is not on the fire. Okay? Let's say I'm using it only for serving. Plates, יפה מאוד. Exactly. לא, this one.
Everything that's not
I'm trying, yeah. So, plates and forks and all the utensil, I'm not using it on top of the fire, okay? So what I'm supposed to do, I'm supposed to take hot water, you can boil it in the boiler, hidden boiler, and then you pour on top of it. כי זה כלי שני. אז אתה לוקח את הכלי ראשון, you take in the כלי ראשון, the hot boiling, and then you pour in on top of it. Or you put in pot full of water, and then you throw inside all the spoons and the forks inside. That's it. What? For
Even
1
for
second.
like 5 seconds is enough.
Yeah, you put it for 1 minute.
Dip it one time, no like.
Dip it, you throw it inside, and then you're okay. In one time you can kosher the entire utensil that you have. Utensil, I mean the metal one. The metal one. עכשיו, if I would like, עכשיו, this one I'm talking about the, how you call matzeket for the spoon?
Scoops.
Scoop or something like that. The same thing. You need to dip it. Sometimes you use it on top of the fire, but it's a second vessel because you're not putting it on top of the fire, so you don't just dip it inside.
Couple of seconds.
Okay. Well, yeah, couple of seconds. But first of all, so I forgot to mention, before you kosher it, anything, utensil, plates, cups, and pots, pan, you have to stop using it 24 hours before.
1 day before.
This is the first rule. Second of all, you have to make sure that you immerse it inside the mikveh. Otherwise, anyway, even during the year, you're not allowed to use it, okay? Because the Torah said, in this parasha, and this Shabbat we're going to talk about it, how we learn that we need to immerse our dishes inside the mikveh. Yeah, this Shabbat we're going to talk about it. Who say that? Why? What is the Torah said? The Torah said, "L'rachatz et besaro b'mayim." The Torah talk about nidah. The Torah talk about all the people who are not pure, how they need to use the mikveh. Who is from the Oraita, who is from the Rabbanan? What it's exactly? How we learn all the Ilchot mikveh. But the parasha talk about the dishes. Also, the Torah said in Sefer Vayikra in the other parashiyot about how we need to use the mikveh to immerse it, because all the utensils and all the pots that we buy from the goyim, okay, so for us we need to take it out from their ownership. Even you buy it, it doesn't mean you don't see it. Okay, so it's considered like unpure. That's why I have to immerse it inside the mikveh. You have mikveh kelim, or you have lake around your house.
The new stuff.
Yeah, the new stuff. Or, no, the new stuff, or the stuff that you use but you didn't immerse it. Okay? Yeah.
Once you use it, after the 24 hours, you put in mikveh again?
No, if you immerse it before, you don't have to immerse it again. I'm talking about if you would like to kosher it, so anyway you kosher the kelim. So this is the time. Yeah, I told you. Bring it, put it inside. He took all the stuff. He put it inside the box. We dip it inside the mikveh.
It was no box.
20 minutes.
It was 5 suitcases and 3 boxes.
First time use, exactly.
Everything.
Okay.
2 hours and a half there to dip like one by one.
Okay, so anyway, so this is the stuff. So utensil, you put it inside the mayim rotchim, the boiled water, okay, and then you make it kosher. The pots, you boil it full of water and you kosher it. The pan, you use it with a fire, with the fire, and you use it letigun, okay, to fry. Okay, you don't use any liquid. Even you put oil, but it's for fried. So that's why machvat. How we make it machvat kosher? Okay. First of all, so this is called libun. Libun, whatever he got the chametz by fire. So you have to make a fire, take a torch, and torch and make it kosher. Okay? So today it's much easier to go to dollar store or to Ross or I don't know to Walmart and buy a new one. But in Israel, you know, they bring in all the pans, they open in the screws, and it's 2 hours just to make kosher the pan. But people don't have. But anyway, yeah.
Question.
Okay, you have a pan on top of an electric stove.
Yeah.
Is that how you categorize it? You boil it in the electric stove.
Yes. So now I'm going to talk about the electric stove.
Oh, so everything you said is a fire.
Yeah, a fire or electric stove. The same thing that you swallow, the same thing that you take on top of the electric stove. But now I'm going to talk how you kosher the electric stove. Okay? Let's talk about it. Yeah.
But for the frying pan, you've used, like if I've used a frying pan on top of an electric stove, then
you say that it's not a fire, yeah. So it's almost impossible to kosher it because you don't have the same thing. So I'm gonna talk about it.
She want to ask a question. If she
Yes.
can use,
is different.
go ahead. If she can use plastic plates, cups, everything in the house for these 7 days.
What?
For the days.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about plastic, about
Plastic
paper
use and
cups.
everything.
We're gonna talk about everything.
No, not to kosher them.
No, the new one. Yeah.
But use
Okay.
everything new, of course.
Okay. Okay, so מחבת pan, הפוסקים said, מחבת, if you cannot kosher it if you cannot kosher it by, like you said, you don't have the fire, so you can take a pot full of water, boiling water, then you can dip it. You can lay on the poskim that said that it's okay, בדיעבד. אפשר לסמוך על הפוסקים שחייב בעגלה. אבל אם לא, צריך לעשות ליבון קל with a torch. But it's the easiest way is to buy a new one. Yeah, frying.
Big pot, hot
Yeah,
water. And then
exactly. So, okay, let's continue for a second. Let's continue for a second, okay? So, what we talked that we allowed to kosher for Pesach, it's only utensil, okay? Utensil, I'm talking about the metal stuff. The metal stuff. But if we have a different utensil like woods or even charsina, like porcelain or plastic, cheres, charsina, porcelain, we cannot kosher for Pesach. It's only swallowed and you cannot take it out. So all the charsina that you have, cups, plates, porcelain, you cannot kosher for Pesach.
The coffee mug.
What? Glass you allow. Glass you allowed to use for Pesach, and glass because the glass is not swollen and it's not taken. You're allowed to. So how we kosher a glass plates and glass cups? You just wash it with cold water. That's it.
That's it.
The same thing that is swallowed. The same thing. כן, you can use it. עדיף שיהיה תמיד הבדל בשרי לחלבי. But for Pesach, if you want to use it, אני מעדיף תמיד just for the feeling to buy a new one, everything for Pesach. But if you don't have, or you're stuck, you have many guests to come in, you allow, just wash it, put it inside the washing machine, and that's it. Okay? עכשיו. So כלי חרס, we learned that we cannot, or porcelain, we cannot use it for Pesach at all. And the same thing, if you have any kind of plates made of wood or made of stone or something like that,
Ceramic.
Ceramic, you cannot use it for Pesach. But wood of stone or something like that, you just pour hot water on top of it, and that's it. The same thing, if you would like to take kos gavea shel kiddush, how you wash it? Cold water, that's it. Because kos gavea, the cup of kiddush.
The silver one.
Yeah, the silver one, yeah. If you have a silver, all right. The silver one. Yeah, you just wash it and that's it. What about if you have a grill in your house, you would like to make a barbecue, and you would like to invite people to
Leave it on.
what? So no. So listen. So this one, a lot of people doesn't know that is a problem to use for Pesach the grill. What is the problem? First of all, we are not sure that it touched the chametz. Sometimes you just put in hot dogs and kebabs and hamburger and steak, and you don't touch the chametz. But it might touch the chametz. Sometimes you put pita on the grill. So the same thing that is swallowed, the same thing that you kosher it. So how you kosher it? I forgot to mention another thing. Before you kosher anything, first of all, what we're doing, and we're gonna learn about how we kosher the rest of the house, like carpets and stuff like that. You wash it with the soap, or you cancel it, the taste inside. Okay? You wash it with the soap, and then you dip it inside the hot water or whatever you want to kosher. The same thing. If you would like to kosher the shipudim, I said the shipudim,
The skewer sticks.
the what?
Skewer stick.
Skewer stick. For alaes, for barbecue.
For metal.
So
Metal skewer. You can use wood stick.
yeah.
Wood
So if you would like,
wood that we have.
you would like to use it the same way that you swallow it, the same that you kosher it. So you put it on top of the grill, you put it for 1 hour, you burn it, and you see the fire. Some of the poskim said that you need to see the nitzotzot, the sparks, because it's boiling, and use it for לכן עדיף תמיד for Pesach to put another another something on top of it. לא להשתמש באותם דברים, because it's very hard to make it kosher. But if you don't have, or you can cover it with the aluminum, something like that for Pesach, because it's very, very problem.
If you burn it for an hour, it's okay.
What?
If you burn it for an hour,
Can.
it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
What
it's
about the
okay.
Let it burn for an hour.
Maybe 2 hours until you see it mamash burning.
Burn totally.
The Gemara said, Halacha said, if you take in kash, like wheat, close to it, and you see it burning before you touch it. זה ההוכחה שממש, this is the proof that
The fire is strong.
the fire is burning, and it's very, very hot. Okay? So now, what about the
barbecue.
oven? So the barbecue, it's better to buy
new one.
no, it's better, אני אומר לכם,
$1,000.
לא בר חדש. Something like small, disposable
Wait,
for
Erika
Pesach.
was saying-
But if you don't have, you have many people, you want to kosher it.
You leave the barbecue
If
on
you
for
leave
2
the
hours
barbecue-
and you're done.
Okay.
Everything is burned.
I said,
It's possible
I said-
to leave the barbecue 2 hours.
It's possible. So what do you do before? You scratch it,
clean
and
everything.
clean it
To
with,
take the
with
taste, like you
all
say.
the liquid that you cancel the
Don't
taste,
use it
you
24
burn it,
hours.
and that's it. Okay?
Okay.
But I said, if you want to be machmir, so buy a utensil, something
still
that
not
like disposable. Okay? So anyway, how we kosher the tanur, the oven in our kitchen.
3 hours.
The
If you
tanur,
have to-
a family, you put it in self-cleaning. So first of all, what we need to do, don't use it 24 hours.
Yeah.
Second of all, clean it with all the spray. You have to make it lifsol. You have to make it pasul, the taste, before you kosher it.
Do that when you put it
You
on
clean
top,
it everywhere. You
everything
scratch it.
turns to ash.
Everything
Everything
turns
inside
ash.
I just
clean
use
turns
the
to
bottom
ash.
one for
No. But
you
before
close
you
one.
kosher it, you must put the spray, because you have to cancel the taste and swallow
You're gonna kill
inside.
yourself with
use
the
the
spray.
one
It's poison.
No,
No. You don't go.
have to
Listen,
open.
I'm telling you why. I'm telling you why. Yeah, I'm telling you why. Why we need to do it? Why we need to do it? You may תקשיבו, listen. Why we need to make? She has a question. Why you need to use the spray or the soap or something like that to? First of all, you have to make it clean. All
with
the
what?
and with the knife to scratch it and to grate all the corners to make sure that it's not swallowed. And if we have something to swallow it, and if we have something inside, because you cancel it, the halacha said, "Kol davar she'lo ra'ui la'achaliat kelev," whatever is not
Appropriate.
edible for dog, it's kosher lePesach.
That's why you don't need toothpaste. Kosher lePesach.
So that's why you cancel it. So even you have any kind of a percentage that is stuck inside, you cancel it, you clean it, you make it self-cleaning, and that's it. Okay? That's how you kosher over Pesach. How you make it kosher, the microwave for Pesach. Don't use it 24 hours before. Clean
Then
it,
clean it and then
and then what are you doing? You're taking a cup of soap with water, okay? For 3 or 4 minutes. You let it go, it's boil it, and then all the soap going around the bubbles, then it going all over. That's it. Then you clean it.
It's just soap and water.
No, you have to boil it. I tell you why.
Not so.
I tell you why. I tell you why. תקשיבי, באת להקשיב או באת להתווכח?
No,
So listen.
You
Listen.
boil a cup of water,
Yeah.
and the steam is what kosher's the microwave.
Yeah,
Where did
but
you
the
bring-
steam need to be something that is
Kill the
gonna
flavor.
kill the flavor,
when
the
you
taste.
clean it first.
Yeah.
Then you
No,
boil the water.
but it need to clean it the same way that it's swallowed. It's swallowed by the
It
heat.
didn't swallow by
Heat.
the soap.
No, it's swallowed but by hot
Steam.
liquid, hot steam,
So
right?
you're koshering it with hot steam. Then
Hot
why do you
steam,
have the soap?
yeah, but this is the way that we kosher it because the soap, by hot steam soap, is make it cancel the taste and the flavor
Can I
inside.
just
שלא
spray
יהיה
it?
Just
אפילו
put it
שיקול
1 or 2
קטן,
minutes,
שיהיה סבון.
and that's
Can I
it.
spray it with
טעם.
soap and water?
First.
Yeah,
before
but
you
if
put
you
the soap.
spray it by cold, it's not the same way that it's swallowed.
No,
That's why you have to.
What
And it was
you
you need to
meant
clean
is
it
to
before,
put it on
and then you
for
put
3
the
minutes.
cup with water. That's what I do.
What you meant is to
Yeah.
spray it with some water and
For
soap
good,
and make it work for 3
and then
minutes.
you put like a
Oh,
glass of
okay,
water with
okay.
a
So
little soap and broil it.
she said something smart. So you can put soap before, spray all over the microwave, and
Yeah.
then
And let
turn
it work
it,
for
turn
10
it for 2 minutes, and then it's gonna boil by himself with the soap on top of the walls. So it's the same way, or to put the cup, or to spray before, and you make sure that you have enough
see what
all
you do
over.
after 2 minutes.
Then you turn on the microwave. I wanna continue, guys. We have a lot of things to do. Okay, okay. So plastic, or something like that. If you have a plastic, some of the poskim said that plastic also swallowing first, especially if you use it for hot things. So if you have something like that you want to use, just dip it inside the hot water, or pour hot water on top of it, and that's it. But if you use it just for cold, wash it. That's it. And with the cold water, the same way that you use it, the same way that you kosher it. Okay. So after we finish the microwave, we have also the washing machine. Washing machine, how we kosher it? Washing machine, because we have leftover from the plates, and from the leftover
Problem.
dishwasher.
What about if I didn't just
I
need
thought for
What
the
I said.
clothes.
No, dishwasher. The dish.
Ah, no,
dishwasher.
I said washing machine. No, no washing machine.
Dishwasher.
No, dishwasher, I'm sorry. Dishwasher,
Dishwasher.
you,
How do you say it in Hebrew?
חשבת laundry machine?
כן.
לא.
ככה זה נשמע. ככה זה נשמע.
לא, אז טעיתי.
the word
Okay, dishwasher,
מדיח.
מדיח כלים, בדיוק. You put the חומר, the liquid inside, you put it in 1 hour, self-cleaning, that's it. Same thing that you swallow it, the same thing that you clean it. You don't use it before 24 hours, it might stuck something inside, and then it's gonna wash himself with a hot steam, clean himself.
like regular, put
כן.
soap.
1 hour,
24
that's it.
hours not to use it?
כן, כי זה יכול להיות
before you
stuck,
clean, 24 hours not use
you clean it before, you're going all over, and then you turn it for 1 hour, and that's it.
24 שעות.
Same thing, plata חשמלית, plata for Shabbat. We put challah during the year, right? We put borekas, jachnun, malawach, whatever you use for Shabbat. Okay? So how we kosher it for Pesach? First of all, we clean it with a spray, okay? Also, we clean it very, very, very good. And we put it inside for 10 or 15 minutes. We heat it on nothing like that. Then he clean himself. ככה, לשים את זה בתוך החשמל, שהפלטה תדלק.
לנקות ולשים
כן,
לחמם?
לנקות וזהו.
ולחמם.
And then we cover it with aluminum. So the plata, we cover it by aluminum. Okay? We cover it by aluminum, the plata, in case that if something is not... So this, you see that the same way that it's swallowed by the heat, so it's the same way that you take it out. So the same thing, if we have the thermos, the heater water, some of the people I know in Israel, they put rogalach, borekas, or jachnun, so that's the seed sometimes. But if you don't use chametz on top of it, so we just clean it, and that's it. Here in America, we don't use it for to heat malawach or jachnon או חלה on top of the... בארץ היינו שמים... היינו שמים...
על מה?
על ה-heater water.
על המחם.
לחם.
על המחם.
שמים ג'חנון על זה?
כן.
למה?
ככה מחממים את זה, לא
זה
משנה.
חם.
But anyway, okay, toaster. Toaster we cannot kosher for Pesach.
יש לי חלק.
טוסטר,
It's impossible.
Air fryer?
Yeah, the
Toaster
toaster.
oven
No.
or a
What's
toaster?
The toaster oven we kosher the same way that we kosher oven. But I'm talking about the toaster. The
what
toaster
about the
for
oven?
bread.
I didn't
It's
speak about the
impossible
You
to
know,
kosher
Yeah,
it.
it's not clean. You clean it.
Buy a new one
And then
if
first
you
clean.
want.
And then you start something.
But anyway, you have nothing to do with the toaster in Pesach. You're not going to put matzah and make a toast.
What about if you have a double oven in the house?
Okay, עכשיו, the same thing if you would like to use a mixer, the electric mixer, okay?
No.
Mixer, if you have a mixer in your house, you have to break the pieces, okay?
Dip it.
Break the pieces, you have to wash it with the soap and water, the same thing, and you pour on top of it hot water.
Boil water.
Yeah, that's it. The same way that you swallow it, the same way that you put it.
Everything
The
is
same
the
thing.
same.
I have one
Same thing
question.
like a blender. Ken, if you got the rule, you got the idea. So
24 hours clean.
This is
yeah, no, but also you have to know if it's a first vessel. זה הכוונה כלי ראשון זה בלה באש עצמה מעל האש, או שזה כלי שני שלא השתמשתי בו. I didn't use it on top of the fire, I use it outside of the fire. So I'm taking hot water and put on top of it. The same thing at the table. How am I cleaning the tables? Taking hot water, and then you clean it. That's it. The same thing the sink. The sink there is a problem. Why? The sink, what we're doing, some of the people covering the sink all during the Pesach with the aluminum. יש נייר כסף עבה, זה חומרה. לא צריך, אוקיי? But the חומרה שככה, it's a חומרה that we use for many years. It's good. Why? Because sometimes we're taking straight from the fire, or from the plata, or from something hot, and we put it on top of the sink, and then you swallow the pasta, the soup, the chametz. So that's what we're doing. We're taking hot water with the boiler. 1, 2, 3. Of course, we clean it before, clean it with the soap, and everything needs to be cleaned before, okay?
Before you kosher it.
And before you kosher it. And then it pour in hot water, and that's it. The same thing, this akior atzmo, and sikin himself, okay? You kosher it, hot water, and that's it, okay? עכשיו, let's continue the rest of the stuff, how we koshering the stove. Okay, let's go to the stove. So whoever had a stove with a fire, like in Israel, here it's not so common, but also I saw it here, a few people. The stove with the fire, you have to break it, you take it apart, and then you clean it all over. You clean it very good. You scratch all the corners, okay, and then you burn it. תקשיבו רגע, תקשיבו. You burn it for 10 minutes. A stove, a chatzuvot. Okay, you clean it, the chatzuvot. Okay, you taking it, and you're taking the chatzuvah. The chatzuvah is the metal that you put the pot on top of it. You're taking it and you put it inside the hot water. This is tzrich hagala berotchim. Okay, and then you put it back and you burn it for 10 hours, not 10 hours, 10 minutes. 10 minutes, the same way that you swallow it, the same way that you kosher it. If you have electric electric stove, that we all have here, how you kosher it for Pesach, you clean it all over, you spray and you clean it, and then you turn on for 10 minutes. That's it, you clean
And
it.
you can use...
Very useful.
You can use also...
Electric.
You
What?
can use also St. Moritz for that because...
Yes, St. Moritz.
But you don't need to stop using it.
יש לי סטוב בארץ.
What is it?
Okay.
You don't need to stop using it for
Kind of.
24 hours.
Spray. I have
No, the stove, no.
You spray it and
Okay.
everything goes down.
So before some of the poskim said also to pour hot water on top of it because sometimes the hot water split all over from the pot. So before or after you burn it for 10 minutes. Also pour hot water on top of the stove, the electric stove, and clean it, and that's it. Okay?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I did that one year in brand new stove and the entire electricity burned out.
Yeah, לכן זה בעיה, כן.
בעיה.
כן, זה בעיה. זה
No,
מאוד
I
צריך
don't
להיזהר.
want it.
Before you kosher anything, like
They
the
can
plata
replace the whole
or the
parts.
stove or anything, you have to make sure that it's not connected to electric, because some of the people use hot water on top of it, it was
It goes
connected.
into them.
I know in
No.
Bnei Brak it got
It goes
burned
into
and
the
a lot of
motherboard
problems.
And my entire
Okay,
was a month
עכשיו, the plates that we use for the oven, we cannot kosher it for Pesach.
Pyrex?
Why? The
Glass.
Pyrex. איך קוראים
The tray.
לתבניות? The tray.
Tray,
no,
metal
metal
tray.
no.
We cannot
The
use it.
glass.
למה?
The glass
Because
Pyrex?
no, I'm talking about
because the
the
material is
metal.
Teflon?
The metal.
The material.
Teflon we cannot
You
use
use
for
at all.
Pesach. We cannot kosher for Pesach.
Pots
Teflon.
also.
What?
So
Teflon,
pots,
Teflon
you
pots.
cannot-
כן, Teflon
That's
pots
why, that's why I
also.
want to say this.
Yeah,
Teflon is
Teflon
I know
pots,
it.
Teflon pan, we cannot use it for Pesach. Because it's only swallow, you cannot
Teflon
take
you
it out.
cannot use at all.
Even
if
the
it's
Teflon
new,
doesn't
no,
use
because
floating.
material Teflon.
Yeah, but
Does
we
it
cannot
stick?
kosher it. We cannot kosher it.
No, you say even if it's
And
new
also,
on
so the
the-
tray,
She asking if it's new. I said at all you cannot use Teflon, right?
what?
She asked if it's a new
for
Teflon.
Pesach.
If it's new Teflon, yeah.
Ah,
use
so
it
you
for
can
Pesach.
use new
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Talking about if you use it before for chametz, you're not allowed to. You cannot kosher
If
it.
you
It's
buy new, you
impossible.
can use
The Teflon, you have to dip it in the
Mikveh.
It's not gonna. No, of course.
No, it's not
Because it's
gonna
new.
Before you use it, anything have to be
all
mikveh. If
דבר.
it's a metal or if it's a glass. Okay.
חסינה
The
לא.
plastic, the
חסינה לא.
porcelain, we don't need a mikveh.
חסינה לא צריך.
Only, כן, חסינה לא צריך. אם יש לכם, לכן כשבאים למקום, if you visit in someone and you're not sure if it's, he put his dishes in the mikveh, use a cup, porcelain or ceramic cup. That's
won't
it,
give
or
you
ceramic.
a
What? Ceramic?
Said I won't give you a drink at my house.
Yeah.
Everything new you buy.
Okay. Anyway, let's continue. Let's continue. You have a few things to finish. Okay. So the tray for the oven, we cannot use it because they need to have libun. Libun be'esh, which means that you need to have the torch. להבעיר אותו. And it's almost impossible. That's why we used only disposable trays, disposable the trays.
Or the racks where you put the.
Oven racks?
The
can be
tray
kosher?
for that you use for the oven. Yeah.
The metal tray, the metal ones, right?
Metal?
The metal one.
The
The
metal
Metal cannot be casherized.
They can't kosher it because they need
It's one
to
use.
burn it. Okay? So or buy disposable or something like that, use it inside. What we doing on the... אתה שומע? מה עושים בשיפודים שיש בתוך ה... We have whatever we put the tray on top, we cover it with aluminum. If you would like to use it, on top of it, we have the tray himself, okay, and then we have the plates that we put it inside. So you cover it with aluminum if you would like to use something directly on the oven himself. If you don't use it, you just use a disposable tray and that's it. Okay?
Pyrex glass trays.
Pyrex?
Pyrex glass trays.
Oh, glass is made of what?
Glass.
Glass.
All of it glass? So you use it inside the oven? Also,
Same.
Hot water.
it's almost impossible to kosher it, but if you would like to kosher it, it's a problem because it's a first. So you need to put it inside the hot water,
In
and
the
you
oven.
can inside the hot water.
Dip it
Yeah,
in
Dip it
dip
in the
it.
pot of the hot water.
Yeah,
to casherized. So you
Yeah.
recommend not to use
yeah. I recommend not to use the tray for
Fine, no problem
for
to put it
Pesach.
in the hot.
So anyway,
If you dip it in, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Dip
it.
Something like this.
it's very big and it's
Oh,
impossible
it's
almost
big
to use it.
pot.
So anyway, let's continue. So now let's go to the living room. Would like to kosher my sofa, my couch, my carpets. There is a problem with the carpets on the houses that they have carpets, especially if you have kids. It's a crumbs all over. נכון? מה עושים? First of all, we have to have crumbs inside we have a lot of crumbs inside the carpets. It's almost impossible to take everything by the vacuum. So what are you doing? You can rent cleaning machine from Walmart, $40, and then what the machine does, put in the soap on top of the the cleaning carpets. Or you bring in someone, a guy that do cleaning carpets all over your house, and then that's it. But if you cannot do it, what?
We used to flip it over.
What?
We used to flip it over.
The carpet? You're talking about the carpets that you can take, flip it over.
The big carpet.
The carpets that stuck on your floor?
No, stuck on the floor, no.
Yeah, I'm talking about the stuck on the floor. Yeah. So if you have the carpets, listen. I want to finish in a few minutes. And if מישהו בא?
אבי ושירי וקרין.
בשעה.
באיחור.
Okay.
ב10.
Okay, so we still have 15 minutes. So let's continue. So if I have a carpet that is stuck on the floor all over my house or in the room or something like that, so I have to bring in the machine or put soap on top of it. I give you the rule. I give you the rule. Whatever you cannot reach with your hand, you don't have to clean it or to make sure take the chametz out of it. אין בודקים את החמץ אלא עד שידו מגעת, which means if I have a couch that I need to dig my hand inside and it's all over, you see the crumbs, the cereal from the kids and pizza and chips and all over, like you cannot reach it, what are you going to do? I mean, whatever you can with the vacuum, but if you cannot reach more than that, you just spray all around, you cancel it, it's not edible for dog. זה לא ראוי למאכל כלב, and then that's it, the same thing corners, same thing places that you cannot reach.
So, Windex, whatever, chemical.
לא, מזיזים הכל. I mean, that's why you can reach. I'm talking about if you cannot reach. Something very deep, very high or something like that you cannot reach. So you just spray on top of it.
הבאת פה הקלה לחבר'ה פה, זה easy.
And then you spray on top of it, like around the couch, around the corners. I mean, whatever you need to move. In Pesach, we'll move all the house, we'll move all the beds and all the... But if in your rooms or something like that... No, soap and water, or like something, any spray that cleaning. Exactly. Okay, the same thing, כיסאות מטבח. We have chairs. Like that, chairs like that, we spray all over, we clean it. If you cannot reach it, you cannot dig inside, I mean, whatever you can with a knife or something to scratch it, the corners, because there are a lot of chametz there in the chairs, okay? The same thing, if you have the toys for the kids, full of chametz. The toys, I'm talking about Lego and cars and everything full of chametz. So what we're doing, we used to take the toys inside the bag and put it in the laundry machine, and then we making kvisa toys.
Again?
Yeah.
All the how am I going to put the toys?
We put it inside the bag, a special bag, and then we wash it because it's a lot of chametz. You know how much chametz I found? How much chametz I found in the bimba? My daughter bimba. In the bimba, full of chametz stuck bimba.
What's a bimba?
Like a car.
Small car שהילדים התינוקות נוסעים. You forget about this age. But anyway, Lego full of chametz, all their cards.
Can we wash it outside in תינוק?
No. So whatever, or what you can do, put it inside the aron,
closet.
Okay? Inside the closet, okay, and sell it. You can use it for in Pesach because it's stuck on chametz. If it's not full chametz, some of the toys, I have a lot of toys that is, spray on top of it. That's it. Or whatever you know that you cannot kosher it and you don't want to put the bimba inside the laundry machine, or you cannot kosher it. So I'm not. I'm trying to do something that is impossible. So just sell it or put it include it inside the selling chametz. Okay. The same thing. Our closet, it's sometimes full of chametz. No. The kids, cookies stuck in, or gums, or whatever stuck in.
Clean it.
Yeah, clean it. The same thing, the tablecloth. Tablecloths need to put inside the laundry machine because it's full of chametz. Sometimes it's stuck. Or if you cannot put it, just spray and clean it like this stuff. Spray and clean it. יופי, ברוך השם. עכשיו, let's continue. We have a few things to go over. So this is more or less the stuff that we need to kosher for chametz. Again, I'm summarize whatever you use it in Pesach, whatever you use it during the year, the same way you kosher it. If you use it in the first vessel, top of the fire, you boil it, you dip it inside full pots, סיר מלא רותח, מלא מים חמים, ואז מכניסים את הכלים בפנים, מכשירים אותם. אם זה בעלה בכלי שני, with the second vessel, you take in a hot water, and you pour on top of it. זה יכול להיות על הסכו"ם, זה יכול להיות על כלים or any pots, any dishes that you use it in the second vessel, and then you pour it, same thing, you kosher everything, okay? If you use it by fire, like fried or something like that, like machvat or anything like that, you just turn on the fire, and then you can kosher your stove and anything that you use on the fire, okay? So let's continue a few more things. What about the stuff? So I forgot to mention the makrer. The same thing in makrer, because it's refrigerator or the freezer, full of chametz. So you taking all the drawers and everything, and you clean it. You spray all over. Take it inside the shower. Put all the soap. Yeah, if somebody said that if you don't take a shower a week before Pesach with all the refrigerator on top of you, you're not in Pesach. So yeah, it's a big joke. כן, בדיוק. אבל full of חמץ, especially in the גומי, איפה שהגומי בחריצים, all the corners. כן, but sometimes you see. So the same thing, כי בוא לא קח פולטו, it's swallowed by cold, so the same thing is spray. By cold, you don't have to pour any hot water on top of it, and that's it. Okay? עכשיו, what about the stuff? Now I want to talk about a little bit about the stuff that kosher for Pesach. How much time we have? We have 9 minutes. I'm on 1 hour. Let's do it. Okay? בוא נעשה את זה. Okay? בוא, עכשיו, after we kosher all the house, so we said we kosher everything the same way that we just learned right now, okay? Night before Pesach, we're doing bdikat chametz. How we checking the chametz? We're taking this one, Tavili. We're taking this one. This is the candle. כן, כל אחד לוקח אחד. Taking the candle, we're taking the fan. הנוצה. We're taking 10 crumbs, and we'll put it inside the aluminum or inside the nylon bag. We hide it somewhere in the house. Make a list. Where is it? Because sometimes the wife, she hiding it everywhere, and then where is it? I don't know where is it. It's like hide and seek.
Each one you open with aluminum?
תקשיבו דקה.
10
pieces of bread, like ממש, lesson כזית. ממש very small crumbs. שמים את זה בתוך חתיכות אלומיניום, תוך נייר כסף, and then you hide it behind the office, behind the door, in the kids' room, behind the beds. While we're doing it,
put the crumb inside the
aluminum, and then you take in the candle. Vic, תקשיב. We're taking the candle, and then we're going all over the corners of the house. Before that, we say the bracha. We have here the bracha. ברוך אתה השם אלוקינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו אתה בצבאנו על ביעור חמץ. And then we're not allowed to talk. Okay? We're not allowed to talk during the bracha because it's a hefsek. We say the bracha, we check in all the corners. When we take in the kids, it's very, very important, the experience for the kids, especially. Taking everybody. If you don't have your husband, if you don't have somebody inside, do it by yourself. We closing the light and we're making and then you see with the candles, but it's not necessary. If you want to leave the light open, you can
but still use the candle.
Yeah, we need to still use the candle. If you don't want to use the candle, you don't want to take the wax on top of your and get burned or anything, you have a flashlight in your phone. You also go in all the corners, תקשיבו, all the drawers. You're taking all the books and you're going all over your rooms. All over your room, the kids' room, everywhere. You check in the chametz, and then you find the 10 crumbs, and then you put it inside the shovel, okay? In the shovel, you put it inside the bag, okay? And then you keep it for tomorrow. תקשיבו, I'm talking about the Thursday night, tonight. Night before Pesach. In the morning, we're taking it and we burn it. We're going to make a fire here. We all get it set together. And then we said, after we check in the chametz in the night, we say it 3 times. כל חמירה וחמירה דאיקה ברשותי. דחזיתה ודלא חזיתה. דביערתה ודלא ביערתה. לבטיל ולהיאבק כעפרה דהרה. Which means this is in Aramaic. You have to understand what you say. כל חמץ שיש ברשותי. Whatever any chametz that I have around me. Whatever I saw it, whatever I didn't saw it, whatever I'm aware of that, I'm aware of that or not, לבטיל ולהיאבק כעפרה דהרה. It's going to be canceled for me. It's considered like a sand. זה חמישי בלילה. And then we're doing the same thing. בבוקר, when you burn it, תקשיבו, בבוקר, when you burn it in the morning, before 11:30, we have to burn the chametz. You take in all the halab from Shabbat, the cereal for the kids, and whatever you got left over in your house, you put it inside the box. You bring it over here behind the shul. We'll make a big fire.
We together we make
Yeah.
On Friday?
You bring in your lulav.
That's
Yeah.
on Friday.
we didn't know.
Friday morning. Yeah. At 11 o'clock.
Until what time?
10:30, 11 o'clock.
Until 11:30.
Yes. Yes. We must.
11.
Burn it.
If you cannot come over physically to burn the chametz until 11:30, just throw it to the garbage. Throw it outside of your house. Don't keep it inside us. Or you put it inside, listen. Or you put it inside. תקשיבו. If you cannot, Halacha said, you have to get rid of it. Doesn't matter how. You want to put it in the bathroom? Put it inside the bathroom. your challah or your bread. יוצאים מתוך הבאתרום, ואז זה הולך
In the toilet?
In the toilet, yes.
Not in the bathroom.
No, not in the bathroom. I mean in the toilet, yes. But in the morning, and then we said again, כל חמירה וחמירה דקה זאתי, whatever any chametz that I have in my house, whatever I see or whatever I didn't see, לבטיל וכאפרה דהרי, consider like a sand, and then you say, יהי רצון לפניך, השם, תקשיבו, 5 דקות, השם, please, like I get rid of my chametz, please remove my evil inclination. Chametz, it represents our evil inclination that's bothering us and put us away all during the year. So we would like to cancel this chametz, this yetzer hara from us. This is Ratzon Lefanecha. We bring in the kids. It's very, very good experience. Chavaya, to bring the kids to see the Safat chametz. You bring in also the lulav, and you burn it in the same time of the chametz. עכשיו, let's talk about kosher stuff for Pesach. We have a rule for Pesach. Whatever is chametz be'en, whatever is, it's mamash chametz, like a bread, like challah, like any kind of chameshet minei dagan, any kind of cookies, crackers, it's chametz be'en, we're not allowed to have around our house. ויק, תקשיב, עזוב עכשיו כלום. תקשיב 5 דקות, תקשיבו באמת, אני מסיים. Listen, now, whatever we got chametz in Pesach, we're not allowed to see chametz in Pesach. That's why if you walk in and you see chametz and you find by mistake, oh, this is a cookie. I clean up my house with chametz. Last year I found a piece of pizza in my closet behind a bag. My luggage היה שם חתיכת פיצה, לא יודע איך הגיע לשם. So what we do, or you put it, if you burn it, you must burn it right away. Or you just put it inside the shower, and then you can. Because we're not allowed to see it. In the middle of Passover.
I have a friend that has a pizzeria, okay? He want to go to the pizzeria during Passover because this is his job. What do I need to tell him that he's not going to go?
He's a Jewish guy?
You want to
Come
sell
to the
what?
synagogue sometime.
So,
what do I need to tell him?
You have no kosher
he
pizza.
needs to close. He got the pizza at the pita pan. He closed during the
He closing.
the
Well,
Pesach.
everybody
He
closes.
closed. Of course.
Yeah,
Making
but
other
he's not
people,
gonna close. He's
making
not
other
gonna
people
close.
eat chametz in Pesach, it's like to eat in Yom Kippur,
No,
זה
maybe.
כרת. To
כן, מה...
זה חומרה כמו לאכול חמץ, כמו לאכול
כיפור.
ביום כיפור.
כמו לאכול ביום כיפור.
כרת,
אבל אם...
מה זה כרת?
אתה
What
שואל
is
מה
כרת? What is כרת? I don't want to go, I'm going to talk about it, I just want to finish my list. בואו, תקשיבו רגע, תקשיבו. Listen, after we're going to talk about it. כרת in Pesach, when we see chametz, when we eat chametz, חס ושלום, it's כרת. כרת, חס ושלום, it's cutting your life. You see somebody, תראה איך הוא הלך, חס ושלום. זה כרת. כרת דשנה. If somebody needs to live 70 years, in the middle of his life, we don't know how and when, it's going, it's gone. You don't have, he's dying. If a person is still alive, or Or he make it until 80 or 90, and because Hashem keep him alive because of his wife, because of his kids, because of Hashem is consider everything pain. If his wife gonna be sad and she's not deserve it, he's gonna keep him alive because of her, not because of him. So he's gonna get karet la'olam haba. Chas v'shalom. He's cutting his neshama for the next world.
Eating?
Even if you sell it
זה נקרא karet. Karet, if somebody is not keeping nida, this is karet. Nida, she's a woman that she's not going to mikveh before she have a relationship with her husband. This is karet.
Okay, but
If somebody, we have 36 keretot. I'm not going into it because it's not our
נידה
shiur.
זה כמו שאני אוכל בכיפור?
כמו שאוכל בכיפור. אדם ששוכב עם אישה נידה, כמו שאוכל בכיפור.
גם להתגלח בסכין זה...
נידה, גויה. If someone have a relationship with goya, תקשיבו. If somebody have a relationship with the goya, the same thing karet. The same thing with אישה נידה, the same thing like he's eating כיפור, he's eating chametz in Pesach, and the same thing if somebody is not doing brit milah, also karet. Karet. So we have 36 karetot. You have a relationship, all the forbidden relationship, גילוי עריות, הכל karet. זה איסורים הכי חמורים בתורה.
כולם זה אותו דבר?
כולם אותו דבר, יש שלב, יש...
מה זה גילוי עריות?
גילוי עריות, relationship, forbidden relationship with all the 7 siblings. Brother, sister, husband, father, mother, and son. Incest. Yeah. So, עכשיו, I'm not going into it. If you would like to have a special show about it, very important. אבל, just for let you know, so chametz and Pesach, it's very, very, very severe. That's why we're getting everything possible to get rid of all the chametz. עכשיו, בטעות, אם בן אדם אנוס, או בן אדם לא ידע, if you didn't know, or you didn't, or yeah, if somebody didn't know, so Hashem, and you're doing teshuvah, Hashem, I didn't know, I'm sorry, I'm doing teshuvah. עכשיו, תעזבו רגע את הפלאפונים, אני רוצה רגע, בואו נתמקד. עכשיו, so that's why, because of chametz ופסח is karet, so make sure that we don't touch, we don't see. עכשיו, so we said, if you saw it, you have to get rid of it. If you have a store that you have chametz that your employees are not Jewish, you must sell in the chametz all the stores.
To sell the store.
Give the list inside the form that is selling the chametz for me, and then if you have a few places that belongs to you, you have to sell the chametz all over. You have few cars. When you check in the chametz in the night before Pesach, you check in also the chametz inside your cars. You go inside your cars, you have to check your store as well. But if you have a big stores, it's impossible, so sell it. So your employees are allowed to eat chametz there. You're not allowed to see their chametz. You have to tell him, this is the corner or this is the table that you eat in chametz, and that's it. You're not allowed to go all over the store and eat your pita and crackers and everywhere. You have to give him this corner, you eat in chametz, and that's it. They're allowed to do it, but you're not allowed to eat. You're not allowed to see somebody eating chametz, okay? So now, let's continue. Whatever is not, now if I got a pot, and by mistake got mixed with the chametz in the middle of Pesach, we have a rule in Ilchot Ta'arovot, if somebody got mixed, basar and chalav, of course you heard about it, batel b'shishim. What is batel b'shishim? 1 of 60. Now I'm making ktzitzot, meatballs. And my wife, she drinking shoko, by mistake, she did sneeze, drop of the shoko on the milk, jump inside the meatballs. Mix. What I'm doing?
hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate.
milk.
What I'm supposed to do? Erika, מה את אומרת? בטל ב-60. It's cancelled. Even the milk got mixed with the meatballs. לא, אני מדבר during the year. בטל ב-60. If you have 60 more than this drop, it's בטל. It's cancelled. אבל in Pesach, if I have 1 crumbs mixing, תקשיבו, listen. If I have 1 drop in Pesach, jumping into my food, into my soap, my soup, or any kind of food I have mixed inside, and נקרא אפילו ב1,000 לא בטל, even I have 1,000 more than this drop, or these crumbs of chametz, even 1,000 is not cancelled. למה? Because דבר שיש לו מתירים אפילו ב1,000 לא בטל. Because it's going to be allowed after Pesach, this chametz I'm allowed to eat it. לכן דבר שיש לו מתירים, it's going to be allowed after Pesach. That's why even by 1,000 more than that, it's not בטל. לכן, in Pesach, גם תערובות חמץ, if I have something that it's mixed chametz, it's not chametz that I see, is not allowed in Pesach. But if it mixed before Pesach, let's say I have riba. How you call riba?
Jellyfish.
Not jellyfish.
Jelly.
Gel.
Gelatin.
Gel. No,
Gel.
gel.
Jelly.
Like strawberry
Jelly.
gel.
Marmalade.
And I buy it before Pesach. Listen, I buy it before Pesach. I didn't eat it. I didn't touch it before Pesach. And I don't know if this factory did it or make sure that it's not mixed with. These ingredients are not showing any kind of bread, any kind of chametz. These ingredients, it's perfect for Pesach. It's kosher for Pesach. Even it might touch chametz when the person make the gel, when he eating a waffle or something like that, is canceled. Before Pesach, chametz, batel b'shishim. But during the Pesach, it's not batel, afilu be'elef. So I'm not going to make it complicated. Listen, so let's go. Now we have few things that we don't need kashrut for Pesach. Erika, takshivi, very, very important. Let's finish it. Before I'm starting what we need kashrut for Pesach, first of all, whenever you go to the kosher store, buy everything kosher le Pesach. But if you don't have a kosher store around you, or you have a kosher store, but they don't have the following items, following food, okay, whatever you want to buy, you don't need kashrut for Pesach. Listen, sukkar, sugar, and salt don't need hechsher for Pesach. You can buy it everywhere, anywhere, any store during the year. We don't need kashrut, especially for Pesach. It's not required hechsher le Pesach. You listen? Sukkar, sugar, and salt. Also, Nescafe and coffee don't need to have kosher or Pesach. It's just coffee. It's not. It's 100% coffee. You don't need to find kosher or Pesach. I mean, it's better.
The flavored ones have a
Yeah, in the flavor. Also, it depends what kind of flavor. If it's a 100% flavor and 100% coffee is not connect any other things inside. Also, don't need kosher or Pesach because the flavor, it depends how they bake it. כמה הם שרפו את זה, okay? And then they change it. Okay, עכשיו, but if the same thing, if we have tea bags, אתם שומעים? תקשיבו, בדיוק החלק החשוב, כמה דקות. אני יודע שקשה להתנתק מהטלפון, אבל מאוד קשה, זה... עכשיו, שקיות tea bags needs to have kashrut לפסח, okay? Because you have תמציות tea that they... But if it's just tea, without anything else, don't need a kosher לפסח. עכשיו, חד פעמי, all the disposable cups, forks, knives, plates, don't need kashrut לפסח and not during the year.
Of course.
In Israel, they're making a big deal of it. Same thing, paper, lama, paper cups and paper plates. In Israel, a few years ago, they said that it's not allowed to use for Pesach. Lama? Because they used to stick it, היו מדביקים את זה מהעמילן של חיטה, with the wheat, and then it might be a problem. But today, nobody use it to this, and they use it by pressure, exactly.
Hot pressure.
By hot pressure, and then they stick the paper cup and paper plates. So that's why all the paper plates, all the disposable, all the chat pe'ami, everything is kosher lePesach. We don't need any kashrut for Pesach. The same thing, the nylonim, the bags, mapot nylonim, mapot chat pe'ami, the disposable tablecloth, or any kind of bags, or any kind of aluminium, okay? Aluminium, if you want to use for the trays, for the oven, the trays for anything that you want to serve, you don't need kashrut לפסח and not during the year, okay?
רגע, יש לי צלחות פתוחות בארון.
פלסטיק הוא מתכוון.
פלסטיק. איך אני מחשיב?
קופסה פתוחה.
של מה? של פלסטיק?
Yes.
עכשיו, יפה מאוד שאלת. לא, if it's not touching any חמץ, you don't see any חמץ, it's no problem.
מה הבעיה?
But the problem is that it's full
בארון
of...
של השנה.
שהארון של השנה עם כל הסיריאל שנופל,
Buy a new
cookies.
So go and buy a new plastic.
It's a $2. It's a $2. It's... We remove everything from the in the kitchen. We remove everything. We buy a new one. Okay. עכשיו, קוסמט... עכשיו, הנה, אני מגיע לאוהל. שנייה, עכשיו בדיוק. עכשיו, ketchup, we don't have chametz in ketchup. But But if you don't find, you don't need kashrut for Pesach. But it's better to buy only kashrut for Pesach because today we have kosher Pesach. The same thing. קופסאות שימורים, the can that you're using for peas, pickle or something like that. Only if it's something that some of the cans they put inside something that make it remain for a bookshelf. Bookshelf we say.
Preservatives.
Life.
קופסאות שימורים.
חיי מדף.
Preservative.
Yeah. So some of them they put something that is called it's not kasher lePesach. So it's better to buy everything kasher lePesach. But if you don't find, it's not chametz. You don't need to sell it for Pesach. Okay. עכשיו, קוסמטיקה, makeup, or rimel, or any kind of stuff like that a woman use for makeup, you don't have any problem. You're allowed to use it in Pesach. Even they have inside few things that connect to the chametz and all the pudra and something like that. זה בא מהמילה של חיטה, תקשיבו, לא צריך, למה? בגלל זה לא אכילת כלב. It's not eatable for dog, you don't have any problem. The same thing, lipstick is something like that. Only from one of 70 type of lipstick, only 5 of them have המילה של חיטה, or something like that, chametz. So it's not eatable for dogs, so you're allowed to use lipstick, odem, any kind of something like that. The same thing, shampoo, or any kind of אפילו משחת שיניים, לא צריך לחסור לפסח. Today we have משחת שיניים special לפסח. Why? Because sometimes you brush it and then you swallow it. למה כל זה? Because it's not chametz that directly that you see the chametz, it's just something that swallow inside or mixed inside, and also is not eatable for dog. לא צריך להחמיר, but if you, I'm buying toothpaste kosher lePesach, but you don't have to if you
Can I
don't.
ask a question?
They say I don't need to switch.
Toothbrush.
No, toothbrush, yes. I'm talking about the toothpaste. Toothpaste, if you want to be machmir, so buy it. Be machmir. You like this one. So you can buy it for Pesach, kosher lePesach, but you don't. It's not necessary.
Okay, can I ask you a question? Certified gluten-free. Why can't I use it?
Certified gluten-free. יפה, שאלת. What kind of stuff? Like what?
Anything.
What?
Anything that's
יפה,
certified gluten-free.
יפה. אז למשל, אם זה יהב במבה, okay, let's say taking bamba, or any kind of snacks. Usually, we don't eat kashrut. It's only peanuts. Peanut butter. Peanuts. It's not even eat kashrut. Today, they put kashrut, but that's put kashrut because of kitniot. I'm gonna get to the kitniot in a second. By the kitniot, what is a kitniot? Kitniot, it's something that by tradition, a few hundred years ago, they used to bring all the bags, the sugar, the wheats, the tavlinim, all the spices, and all the stuff all together, and then they mix the same thing, the bags of rice. That's why they make a tradition, especially the Ashkenazim, that we don't eat kitniot in Pesach. Any kind of, whatever they used to bring this shipping and these boats, and they used to mix together, that's why we don't eat kitniot at all. Sfaradim, we eat kitniot, we have nothing to worry about. But only the Moroccan, like us, we don't eat kitniot yeveshot. Only the dry kitniot we don't eat.
Mother, which one? What is?
Yeah, I'm gonna explain. I'm going to explain. Shnia. In Moroccan, we don't eat rice, and we don't eat hummus. We don't eat all the dry kitniot. We don't eat.
Why?
The wet one, like afuna peas, fulim, and all the wet ones, we're allowed to eat. Even the Ashkenazim, they don't eat. Okay? We eating bamba, all the stuff that katuv leochle kitniot bilvad. Even we don't eat certain of kitniot, we're allowed to eat all the stuff that show leochle kitniot bilvad. Lama? Because it's not kitniot mamash, it's mixed by kitniot. So dachen, ayom all the type of kashruyot. If you're Sfaradi, you're allowed to eat kitniot, you're allowed to eat rice. Even you are Moroccan that you don't eat rice, and you're going to your friends, and your friends using his pot to cook rice, even if he's cooking something else for you, you're allowed to use it and you're allowed to eat it. You're not allowed to eat, if you're Moroccan, don't eat the rice, but you're allowed to serve and celebrate and sit with them. If you're Ashkenazi and you're married to Sfaradi, okay, you're not eating kitniot and your husband is eating kitniot. You're allowed to cook for him, or you follow your husband. You're allowed to cook for him, you're allowed to eat with them. If you're Ashkenazi and your wife, she's Sfaradiya, she's eating rice in Pesach, you're not eating rice in Pesach because you're Ashkenazi. כן, אשכנזים לא אוכלים שום קטניות. שום דבר, any kind of קטניות. So always,
The Moroccans eat hummus or no?
המרוקאים לא אוכלים.
אשכנזים לא אוכלים.
המרוקאים, תקשיב עוד הפעם, אשכנזים, they don't eat קטניות at all. ספרדים, they eat the all קטניות. The Moroccan is in the middle. The wet קטניות we eat, the dry קטניות we don't eat. That's very simple. Like hummus, orez, all the stuff like that, we don't eat. אבל פיצוחים, like all the seeds, גרעינים, אגוזים, all the nuts. The nuts we allowed to eat. We don't eat kashrut, not for botnim, not for peanuts, not for...
You don't eat peanuts?
No, we eat peanuts. We eat peanuts. The Ashkenazim, they don't eat. They don't eat all the seeds and all the peanuts.
100% certified gluten-free.
Okay.
No הכשר. Certified gluten-free.
יפה,
Like
יפה,
oats?
יפה מאוד
Oats
שאלת.
are gluten-free?
אני אבדק, זה תלוי מה, אני אגיד לך למה.
אני אגיד לך דוגמה,
אני
אני
אגיד לך
בבית
למה,
שלי כמעט 100%
because
gluten-free.
everything gluten free,
כמעט.
אין שם שום דבר
No, I'm
מ-ingredients,
saying- no, I'm
לחמשת
saying
מיני דגן.
I buy a lot of things. I try to keep as much gluten-free as possible.
Yeah.
So I buy pasta, quinoa pasta,
וכמה אני
100% quinoa flour,
black
יפה.
beans
100%
pasta.
brown rice
ופעם
flour.
אמרו שהקינוע אפילו זה קטניות, אבל זה לא
זה
קטניות.
ממש לא.
מותר לאכול קינוע. There's no problem.
קינוע
מותר
גם
לאכול.
אשכנזים וגם ספרדים אוכלים.
כן, אין בזה בכלל
אבל-
קטניות. But I'm telling you why. I'm telling you why. What I'm telling you, because there is a lot of things that is not made of wheat, of the five ingredients of חמשת מיני דגן, like וסמת, שיבונת, שועל, שיפון. There is a name in English. I forgot. חמשת מיני דגן. But you have another ingredients that connect to. וואי, הפסקתי את ההקלטה. הפסיק את ההקלטה, שנייה. תחזור לי. So we have other stuff that connect to it. I'll give you example. יש הרבה דברים שיש בהם חומצת לימון. Like I give you example, like Coke. Coke is not kosher לפסח if it's not have the kashrut.
No.
How do you know if it's kosher לפסח? If you have the yellow cup inside.
זה
We
yellow
went
cup,
to
שנייה.
Disneyland פעם אחת בפסח. באתי, אני יודע שקוק זה כשר בכל מקום. And in Israel
כי
also.
זה כשר, זה רק
also-
לא לקטניות.
לא, תקשיבי, זה לא כשר לפסח. I'm tell you why. It's not חמץ, but it's not כשר.
אוקיי.
אוקיי? It's not חמץ, את צודקת, במיוחד
לא
זירו
חמץ.
קוק, זה לא חמץ, אבל זירו קוק לא שמים שם חומצת לימון. But the rest of the coke, הקוק
מה רע
הרגיל,
בחומצת לימון?
תקשיב, חומצת
Citric
לימון,
acid.
זה בא מהמילן של חיטה. It's come from wheat. יש שם המילן של חיטה, that's why it's not kosher. אוקיי?
הפיצוחים
לכן,
אבל-
coke is not allowed, all the kind of
קולה
drinks,
לא.
all the kind of drinks that have flavor, we don't buy it without kashrut לפסח, period. אוקיי? all the kind of drinks. עכשיו אני רוצה לסיים,
רגע, מה עם הפיצוחים?
הנה, עכשיו אני מגיע לפיצוחים. פיצוחים כגון בוטנים, שקדים, the almonds, or nuts, or peanuts, or seeds. If you're allowed to buy it everywhere, if you know that they don't put on top of it, לפעמים שמים עליהם אבקה של מלח עם
flour.
עם flour, נכון?
להסטיק
לכן
בגיל
בשוק,
הסיד, שמים
to make it salty, or to make it crunchy, or to make it
לא,
fresh,
הם מדברים על
they put,
הגרעינים, like
לכן זה
sunflower seeds,
נדבק.
black one, הם עושים את המלח,
That's why it's stick on top of it. It's stick on top of it.
בפסח
That's
להיזהר.
why we need to be careful. Only if you have,
everything by name.
or you buy it and
Kosher place.
you know that it's a raw, like nuts or almonds or something like that, or egozim or any nuts like that, or you see that it's not stuck, it's not
No salt.
no salt, something like that, the same thing. אבל אין בזה חשש של קטניות,
נקודה חשובה,
we're allowed to
אתה
eat
יודע.
it in Pesach.
תאנים
The same
קשור
thing,
לפסח?
כן.
פירות יבשים, יפה מאוד, all the dry stuff, like תאנים, like figs, and צימוקים, raisin, and שזיפים, מישמישים, something like that. According to ספרדים, we're allowed to eat it in Pesach. According to
אני
אשכנזים.
צריך שיהיה רשום כשר לפסח או לא?
מה?
על השקית.
לא.
לא צריך שיהיה
לא
רשום.
צריך שיהיה קשור.
קוראים לזה סולט.
only, תלוי מאיפה אתה קונה אותם. היום יש לנו בשקית, אם אתה יודע
מה,
שזה...
בוולמרט אני יכול לקנות?
אם אתה יודע, if you know that it's 100%, it's not connect to anything, just dry, כמו מישמישים זה, אין בעיה בזה, אתה יכול לקנות אותם לפסח, אין שום בעיה, אין בזה חשש חמץ. לאשכנזים, we have a problem, that according to אשכנזים, we don't eat dry fruits, פירות יבשים בפסח.
לא אוכלים?
They don't eat any nuts.
רגע.
They don't eat nuts, they don't eat peanuts.
הוא חצי, מה הוא עושה?
טריפולטאי, אני בוחר.
לא, אם אתה ספרדי, מה
הוא
פירוש?
טריפולטאי
טריפולטאי
ורומני.
אז אני מחליט להיות טריפולטאי.
מה שטוב,
אבא שלך, whatever,
אתה יכול לבחור.
מה שטוב
כן?
לך.
יום ככה, יום ככה.
עכשיו,
גם
listen.
ככה הוא וגן
מתי צריך
אבל.
להחליט?
הכל פה,
אחרי
הכל פה,
הביאור חמץ
הכל
או
פה
לפני?
מוקלט רבותיי, הכל פה מוקלט. So let's continue. עכשיו, סיגריות. Some of the poskim in Israel, סיגריות. We're allowed to smoke. We're allowed to smoke. Even during the year is a problem, but whatever who wants to smoke. Some of the poskim בארץ say that don't smoke in Pesach because they used to stick it with amilán של חיטה, with the wheat. But today, because it's not eatable for the dog, we're allowed to smoke it during the Pesach. המחמיר תבוא עליו... They don't come? Nobody come? Coming?
מה, שליחי יודע?
So, לכן we're allowed to use it, we're allowed to smoke it in Pesach. The same thing, we have, about medicine, and then I'm finished, okay? Medicines. Medicines in Pesach. What kind of medicine needs kashrut and what kind of medicine we're not allowed to use in Pesach, okay? הנה, שמן. Do you ask about oil? שמן, soya, this is קטניות. לכן, we're using or שמן זית, olive oil, or שמן דקלים, okay? דקלים
מה
is...
עם אבוקדו?
או שמן אבוקדו, yeah.
פעם אוהל.
Yeah, we use it in Pesach.
can buy it.
The same thing, מרק עוף, the
הפאודר.
chicken soup.
צ'יקן
powder.
צ'יקן
Chicken
base.
powder
base.
only בכשרות לפסח. עכשיו, what about the תרופות?
Yeah.
תרופות?
You need for Pesach.
Or what about the animals? Who have animals? And you
Erika.
you give them food, they're not כשר לפסח. It's חמץ.
יש לך
Your
בבא?
dog, your cat, your fish. If you have aquarium, you have aquarium in Pesach, and you would like to give him, it's not כשר לפסח. So, if you don't have ממש חמץ, אתם מקשיבים? If you don't have ממש חמץ, and it's not just mixed חמץ, and you don't have something else, you're allowed to give him in Pesach, אין איזה בעיה, as long as it's not edible for a person. If it's edible to a person, it's a problem. לכן, if you have a dog, you want to give him chametz, don't give him pasta, because this is edible. You want to give him something that is mixed, bonzo, I don't know what you give him.
They have their own food.
The food for animals. The same thing, I'm going to finish with the medicine, then I'm going to have time for questions. The medicine, what kind of medicine we're allowed to eat? All the medicine, all the pills, that is, it connect with amilán shel chita, okay? It's made with wheat or something like that.
Starch.
Wheat
Starch.
Wheat starch. So it depends. If it's חולה שיש בו סכנה, it's someone that is he needs it and it's an emergency, or he cannot live without this medicine. You're allowed to swallow it and use this medicine in Pesach. If it's someone that is not חולה שיש בו סכנה, it's a regular person, just have a pain or something like that, as long as he is chametz, don't use it in Pesach. But this one, if you have something that is not have a flavor, antibiotica or any kind of stuff like that is no flavor, you're allowed to use it in Pesach, there's no problem. The problem is with the syrup or with the medicine that have a flavor, okay? What about the syrup and the stuff that have a flavor?
לילדים.
או יפה לילדים. אם יש בזה טעם, if you have a flavor, we need kashrut for Pesach. If you don't have kashrut לפסח, and you have kids, that אקמול, or something like that, tam petel or something like that. Okay, if it's you have a fever, is sakana, is dangerous for the kids. You're allowed to give them. There's no problem. What we're doing, there is a way how to get rid of the chametz. You just canceling the chametz. אני מפקיר את החמץ. It's not mine. The stuff of the chametz that swallow it inside the medicine, I'm cancel it, and then I can use it when I need to use it. There is many more details and more halachot that we need to know. But this is first of all. So before we next week is we're going to talk about Leil HaSeder, all the stuff that we need to prepare, the matzot, the karpas, the charoset, all the seder, the plates seder, what we need to prepare, how to wash it, how to kosher, how to prepare our Leil HaSeder, and how to celebrate Leil HaSeder in your house in a kosher way. Tuesday next week, B'ezrat Hashem. Hope to see you B'ezrat Hashem next week.
Thank you very
חזק
much.
וברוך.
חזק וברוך, רבנו. שיעור מדהים.
כשר ושמח.
אמן.